Reading Week is nearly here, and everybody's got something fun planned.
And Guelph University students may have their SIN numbers compromised after a break and enter at the school. Humber News starts now.
Hello, it's Friday, February 15th. Welcome to Humber News, coming to you from the Broadcast Center here at the North Campus. I'm Marco DeMeo, thanks for joining us.
And I'm Helen Surgener. Ahead on your show, we have your news and sports highlights as well as your 5-day weather forecast. But first, our top story.
Next week is Reading Week, a welcome break from classes. What will students be up to? Humber reporter Julia Frazina has this report.
Many students have planned well ahead of time how they will spend their time off, while others are just happy to have a break. For some, like Humber student Sarah Jorstad, Reading Week is a time to catch up on her schoolwork.
I'll be catching up on a lot of work with all the extracurriculars and just other stuff that I do. It's been kind of hard to catch up with all the work.
But schoolwork is not on every student's mind. Humber business student Robert Simbu says it's a great time to do nothing at all.
I'll be catching on my schoolwork, but most likely going to be with my friends and forget about it and procrastinate on it till later on.
While some Humber students use Reading Week to party and to relax, and others use it to catch up on schoolwork, some Humber staff say it's time to look for a job. Humber Career Center manager Karen Fass says Reading Week provides an opportunity for students to start looking for work and start thinking about their future goals.
Quieter at the college and a great opportunity to kind of take stock, find out whether your resume is up to date, maybe do a mock interview, check out the job portal.
Fass says it takes time to find that right job. She says the sooner you begin your search, the greater your chance of landing the job.
You know, typically it takes 3 months to find employment. And so if you're going to be graduating, now's the time you need to be out there getting all your documents together and start sending out resumes.
So whatever you decide to do next week, remember Reading Week is a great chance for students to regroup and come back to school feeling ready to take on the remainder of the school year. Julia Frazina, Humber News.
An investigation at the University of Guelph continues into a break and enter which saw 15 laptops and 2 external hard drives stolen from the school. The theft has resulted in the potential loss of students' personal information, including social insurance numbers. The university has sent emails to all 20,000 of its students informing them of the theft. Officials say they don't know exactly how many people have been affected, as they cannot determine what was on one of the hard drives.
Police are calling it one of the worst cases of abuse ever seen, and it came at the hands of a Mountie. This morning, the 41-year-old RCMP officer accused of abusing a boy with his wife appeared before a court doctor. Police sources say an 11-year-old boy was handcuffed in the couple's basement for months. The Mountie faces 3 counts of aggravated assault, 1 count of assault with a weapon, 1 count of aggravated sexual assault, 1 count of failing to provide the necessaries of life, and 1 count of forcible confinement. His wife is also facing multiple related charges. The officer had been on leave from the RCMP Counterterrorism Unit since May 2011.
The morning commute could get a little more expensive. During a Metrolinx board meeting Wednesday, CEO Bruce McQuaig said GO Transit may reconsider its parking policy. Metrolinx is not ruling out paid parking as a means to fund transit and expansion in the Greater Toronto and Hamilton areas. McQuaig also said if prices do go up, GO services will have to improve. GO Transit owns more than 65,000 spots across the GTA. Currently, GO only charges a fee for reserved parking spots.
Toronto Councillor Giorgio Mammoliti is receiving some heat for taking a loan from a company he backed in council. A CBC News report found that in 2004 and 2006, Mammoliti brought motions to community council meetings to assist a real estate developer. The motions were in favor of developer Mac Champsey's application for billboards to go up in Mammoliti's York West ward. Council approved the motions. Champsey is also vice president of the company Trade C International. The CBC found that Mammoliti took a $200,000 loan from the company in 2007. The councillor has not been found in violation of the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act or the Code of Conduct, but questions are being raised as to whether or not Council's Code of Conduct is strong enough.
Kathleen Wynne has done everything her last name implies. Her recent win of the Liberal leadership has begun to win back popular support for the Liberal Party. A recent poll found that Liberals have 32.5% of support, followed by the Progressive Conservatives at 28.5% and the NDP at 25.6%. The Liberal Party saw a decline in popularity after they prorogued the Ontario legislature late last year. The Ontario legislature is scheduled to resume next Tuesday under the new leadership.
After the break, we'll have more news from Canada and around the world. Daniel Bazzelli will have your sports update, and Ryan Sondercook will have the weather forecast.
It's already freezing out here, and don't expect it to get any warmer. We've already hit our high temperature for the day, and you can expect it to just keep getting colder into the weekend. Will we have a return of mild temperatures for your reading week? I'll have all the details for you after the break.